All right, Steelers Nation, you know we got to get excited about this one, baby. The 2024 Steelers Hall of Honor class officially announced at training camp today, man. So you know we're going to give a nice reaction to that, man. Hit that like button one time on the front end and don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. So the four individuals that did get inducted into this year's Hall of Honor class for the Pittsburgh Steelers, starting at Jason Gildon, shout out to the legendary pass rusher. Then after that, it was Casey Hampton. We know Big Schnack, the legendary coach, my former DC, none other than Dick LeBeau. Shout out to Coach LeBeau. And last but certainly not least, we gotta talk fast Willie Parker. Man, salute all four of those individuals for a multitude of reasons, man. When you're talking Steelers history, when you're talking about, just the legacy in the Steeler way, all four of those guys have played a massive part in creating that and ultimately getting it to where it is today. I mean, when we talk Jason Gildon, when he retired, right? 77 career sacks for the Pittsburgh Steelers. At that time, he had the Steelers' career sack record. I mean, that's what we're talking about, right? When you're done, leaving out on top. That was in front of Mean Joe Green and LC Greenwood. We know two absolute studs, right? But JG, he was up there at the top of that, man, when he walked away. Now we know he currently sits at fourth on that list behind my dog Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, and LeBeau. Three of my other former teammates. Salute them dudes as well, man. But Jason Gildon, man, a big staple, a big part of that Steelers linebacker tradition. I personally remember looking at books when I was in school with his face up there, man, and he looked mean out there in that black and gold, baby. So salute to Jason Gildon, man, officially getting that nod into the Steelers Hall of Honor. Next up, man, we talk Big Snack, aka Casey Hampton, one of those guys that I wish I would have had the opportunity to share the locker room with. Have multiple occasions now, man, being able to hang out with him, post football, and man, he is a absolute blast. But just watching him on tape, man, I think of, obviously I was up in Buffalo while he was finishing up here in Pittsburgh, but he's one of those guys that when you talk about a nose tackle that grew to the point that everybody knew who that cat was league-wide, that's Casey Hampton. I mean, we say from that time frame, Casey Hampton and Vince Wilfork, those are the two premier interior D tackle, nose tackle type of guys, man. And just to see, the amount of Pro Bowl linebackers that played behind Casey Hampton and the way that they were able to thrive because of how dominant he was, and more importantly, how he commanded double teams and sometimes triple teams. That's the thing that made it so beautiful, man, because typically nose tackles don't get that type of respect. They don't get that type of accolations, and at the same time, they usually aren't as productive. But Big Snack, man, he was a difference maker in a major way. Obviously, a Super Bowl champion as well, two-time, put the respect on him. And like I said, man, just a key cog in those Steelers defenses, man, doing his tenure here in Pittsburgh, man. So big time salute to him. But then sticking with the defensive side of the ball, can I talk about my former coach? Can I talk about old Dick LeBeau real quick, man? Come on, baby. I mean, this is a legendary coach. Not only, is he a Hall of Famer for what he did on the field, but you look at his career as a coach, man, and obviously he was the architect of the zone blitz, fire zone defense, right? The Steeler way, Blitzburg. That's Dick LeBeau, man. Having a chance to play in that defense, man, and just understand, how he teaches it. But at the same time, how it was more than just football with Coach LeBeau, man. He was more one of those life guys. I always think of, one of the things that he would say before every single practice, and it's something that I wake up and I say every single day. It's a great day to be alive, man. All right, let's go. And he'll say it like that, man, but he'll be so, energetic. And, when you're out there in this practice setting, man, it doesn't matter if it's training camp, OTAs, December, January time frame. Dick LeBeau was going to always come out there and have that energy, man. Hey, man, it's a great day to be alive today, man. All right, let's go. And from there, you just know it's time to check in. But then when you talk about just his ability to make adjustments, his ability to relate to you and make you want to run through a wall for this man to the point where you feel guilty if you don't do what you're supposed to do. You're not worried about, man, Coach, it's like, yo, I let him down. Like, that's a different type of mindset, man. That's a different type of relationship. And for me, man, I was fortunate to get 1 season with him. So if he had that impact on me, I can only imagine the impact that he had on some of my other teammates, man. That had a chance to play with him for a lot longer, man. But big time shout out to Dick LeBeau, a legendary coach, man. And one of those dudes that if you have the opportunity to ever play for him or interact with him, man, you would know exactly why we're as excited as we are for him to be getting that type of recognition, man, here in the black and gold. But then last but certainly not least, man, you know we got to talk about fast Willie Parker. Still to this day holds the record for the longest Super Bowl rushing touchdown in NFL history. I'm talking about that 75-yard touchdown run that he had against the Seattle Seahawks. We know Super Bowl 40. Come on, man. I mean, it's Willie Parker. At a time where we were kind of going through that transition in that backfield, I mean, he came through and provided a spark. But then it was like, oh, okay, this isn't just something short term. This could actually work. This actually has, longevity with it, man. And you think about the career that he was able to put together, joining the squad as an undrafted free agent. And then leaving out this thing, Super Bowl champ, record holder. And as a whole, man, a key piece to those offenses, man, back when he was playing and stuff like that. Shout out to fast Willie Parker, man. Big time for him to, like I said, man, start his career undrafted. Because those other guys, 3rd-round pick, 1st-round pick, a little bit different, right? But to come in as an undrafted guy, man, and be able to scratch, call, and ultimately make your name legendary, right? Legendary. And now it's immortalized, man, being inducted into the Steelers Hall of Honor. Man, big time salute, like I said, to Willie Parker as well, man. But like I said, that was my initial reaction, man, on those 4 individuals getting the introduction or getting inducted, into the Steelers Hall of Honor class of 2024. But you guys let me know your thoughts on those 4 individuals, man. If you have a favorite story, a favorite memory from those guys, man, drop it in the comment section as well. And also, man, if there was somebody else that you thought, should be included in this class, let me know that also. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby, peace.